What's up guys, and thank you for joining us for another draft duel. Now this week's video is slightly different in terms of we didn't actually sit down and record a set draft video or draft game for this video. What we've done is we've taken one of the final tournament games. For those who don't know, every other Saturday in the Legacies Allure Discord, which is linked below, it's a lovely community. There is a tournament hosted over there, and the format changes between Blitz, 80, sometimes it's draft 120 like it is this week, other times you do draft 160, the traditional mode. And the video you're going to be watching today, the casting you're going to be watching today as well, is from that final. So it is literally people who've gone 2-0 to 2-0, and they are facing off to see who can go 3-0 and win that tournament to try and take the coveted prize of this fortnight's Legacies Allure champion. Casting this week is done by the lovely Speed Robo, who you guys know, and a wonderful community member in Dex as well. So make sure you throw them some love in the comments as well. If you like this kind of format and like seeing the competitive play from the tournaments, then let us know in the comments as well, guys. Kickstarter campaign is still running. Again, links in the comments. It's all down in the, sorry, not comments, description. It's all down in the description. But anyway, enough from me. Go and enjoy the game of Speed Robo and Dex. It's going to be it is a wonderful game, and we'll catch you guys for the Blitz video later this week. Until then, goodbye.
Hey there, card folks. Speed Robo here, and today we have the tournament finals of February 26th for Legacies Allure 120 Gold Draft Tournament. Today in the commentator's booth, I have the one and only Dex.
Hello everyone, very excited for this tournament final. It should be a good one. We've got Spinos facing off against Gravy. Both are playing Gath decks today.
That's right. Gravy, a series regular in these tournament battle reports, but Spinos is a bit of a new face. Gravy, known for his explosive gimmick plays. Spinos, a bit unknown factor. I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the game.
Yeah, so looking at his kingdom now, it looks like he's gone for 4 Manticores in his kingdom, which is absolutely insane. It's so much Manticore, and the cool thing about Manticores is they've got physical damage return. And if we look at the back of this card, when this unit receives physical damage that is not from retaliation, it returns up to X of that damage back to the source. That means if you're dealing damage to this guy, you're taking damage, and that's going to be pretty difficult for you.
Absolutely. Spinos first on the draft. Grabbing his abilities and items for Kaar'thul. Not all of them right away, just the ones he knows he's going to take. Weexton's Wizard Gear and Chain Lightning.
Yeah, so I actually think this might be all that Spinos is going for today. I think he's just going for one big nuke on Kaar'thul. And you see, Chain Lightning 3, it deals 4, 3, 2, and 1 damage. That is a total of 10 damage if he can get all those units lined up, which could be absolutely huge if he gets that nuke off.
That's right, Dex. And going up against Gravy, who has a lot of small units in his army, that could swing the entire game if he gets one strong play with that. One problem with the 4 Razormane Manticores I'm seeing on Spinos' side is that there is a lot of magic damage, as always from Gravy. We've got the Pioneer of Double Black Dragon bringing double Hellbear this time.
You know what? I love it. This Roar ability is one of the best abilities in the game, in my opinion. It is combinable, so he can move and use it. And he gets to move an adjacent enemy unit 1 hex away. And that is board control. And board control is huge in this game. Also, the Hellbear is imbued, which means it deals magical damage and goes straight through that physical damage return that the Manticores are providing.
Spinos going for the Razormane Manticore, and Gravy answering with a Charbelcher. Charbelcher's imbued means that physical damage return will not matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's also got its Belch ability, which just deals 3 magic damage to every adjacent enemy unit. That could do a lot of area of effect damage.
Yes, it can. Going for the Skorg Hellion. Since we're seeing a Skorg Hellion, we're also going to see Battle Fury getting drafted.
Oh, heck yes.
A great way to power it up.
I'm going to let you talk about Battle Fury for a second, because this card is crazy.
Battle Fury is essentially my signature card, ladies and gentlemen. Spending 1 mana on Kaar'thul, you gain an extra action and grant one of your units +1 power and charging. The downside is that that unit's health is set to 1. On Skorg Hellion, its health is already 1, so there's essentially no downside. That is a free 5 power, 3 movement pathing charge.
Yeah, it seems like this Kaar'thul build is all about nuking the opponent, and I really like that. Huge amounts of point damage in this game can be absolutely devastating to the opponent's cards, like Charbelcher.
Absolutely. You take out the correct pieces in your opponent's army, and the rest of the game is yours. Looks like that's what Spinos has figured out, and that's what he's trying to accomplish, especially since he's grabbing the Troll Berserker, another powerful nuking card. 4 damage, 3 movement charge.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's basically got 4 power because it gains +1 power if it deals damage to itself at the start of its turn. But the thing about this unit is you can build that power up and up and up because it's permanent and just keep healing with the Troll Doctor. This thing, I've seen it get to 6 power before and it runs around destroying stuff. It is crazy.
Absolutely. Gravy really thinking about his draft here, trying to figure out what he wants. Going for reflexes on Argog, solid counter-strike passive. This means that he will retaliate at the same time he is dealt damage.
Yeah, I think reflexes is one of the strongest cards you can put on Argog. It just makes him such a tank, and since Argog has got 4 power base, that is just huge with counter-strike.
Ooh, hold on here. A Skorg Sorcerer coming down for Spinos. This is going to allow him to mind control his opponent's cards, forcing attacks wherever he wants them. Just as we were talking about earlier, enemy positioning and dictating where it goes is and can be game winning.
And this can be really scary. If the Skorg Sorcerer uses its ability to taunt one of the enemy units into the Razormane Manticore, then that unit has to attack the Manticore and takes that physical damage return, which could be really painful for them.
I agree.
But it looks like that might not matter this game because Gravy is just drafting imbued unit after imbued unit. He's seen these 4 Manticores in the kingdom and he says, nope, I do not care about that. 2 Hellbears and a Charbelcher on the field, as well as 2 bombs. That's a lot of magic damage.
Yep. That's a lot of damage indeed. I honestly expect a Black Dragon to show up at this point. I put it right there in that middle hex, you know, that nice E6 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That is Gravy's signature, the Black Dragon, one of his favorite cards, I think. It's the most expensive card in the game. It costs 16 gold, but oh boy is it worth it. 10 health, 5 power. Let's just get a quick look at that card. 10 health, 5 power, 4 movement flying, and the Flame Sweep ability, dealing damage to 3 chained hexes. It's really good.
I could not agree more. Spinos really thinking through this draft. He's got to plan out every stage of this.
Let's have a look at what
Thinking about the Hellbear.
Yeah, so he's got some Minotaur action available in the Hellbear, as well as the Cragwyvern, but really he's been quite committed to these Manticores. I'm not sure they'll help him in this matchup.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to abandon the Manticores and go with his backup cards. So, Firefist Minotaur, Hellbear, Cragwyvern, 2 Grunts. I think Grunt is a really underrated card. It's a fantastic frontline pawn that you can use to block attacks and sacrifice it when you need to.
Yeah, for sure. It's also really nice just to be a wall in front of things.
Can you say Battle Fury target?
Absolutely. Grunt is a Battle Fury target. You end up with charging and 4 power, and you're only spending 4 gold. It's pretty strong. It's like a Skorg Hellion for Battle Fury, only it's not vulnerable up until it's been Battle Furied.
That's right. Goblin Archer coming down, another very strong flanker class card. If Spinos isn't watching out, that Skorg Hellion of his is going to be toast right at the start of round 1.
Yeah, and you'll notice that Gravy is filling his sideboard with flankers right now. He's got 2 Goblin Archers and a Cragwyvern. Those are just going to go all the way around. And this Skorg Sorcerer is only 1 health, so is the Skorg Hellion. And they could just die to those Goblin Archers, which could be huge for Gravy, taking out 11 gold, 7 and then 4 for the Hellion.
Mm-hmm. I think Spinos is going to have a problem with his action economy during this game, but we'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll see. Gravy is very, very good at taking advantage of that sort of thing. So I do wonder if Spinos, who's quite a new player, is going to be able to handle that style of play.
What I really like is Spinos is taking his time in draft. You know, it's patience is a virtue in Legacy's Allure. You always want to think about from the moment you start playing, what can my opponent do? Where are they going to go? You need to be seeing round 7 right at the start of draft, and it looks like Spinos is doing that very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Spinos has done fantastically in this tournament so far. I've watched a few of his games, and the plays he can pull off with those Manticores are absolutely huge. He can deal tons and tons of damage all at once. It's quite shocking the amount of damage output he has, as well as Kaar'thul with his Chain Lightning 3. It could be massive.
Yeah. If Gravy wants to get as aggressive as he normally does, that Chain Lightning may just be the punishing tool.
Absolutely. He has taken another Manticore, though, which I'm not sure is the right choice given how much magic damage Gravy has available to him.
I like it. Honestly, I think it's a bold strategy, but I think it's good because all Spinos has to do is find ways to deal with Charbelcher and the 2 Hellbears, and then his Manticores are pretty much in the clear.
Yeah, for sure. And those Hellbears aren't that hard to deal with because they have only got 6 health, which is going to require 2 hits generally, but with massive amounts of damage like Chain Lightning 3, they could go down in an instant. Oh!
Ironhoof Minotaur is an interesting choice.
I wasn't
from Gravy.
expecting to see such a big unit so late in draft.
I'm going to be honest. I'm calling that as a blunder. I think it's a complete misplay. There's just too much physical damage return on the board and not enough 2 health or less units from Spinos. I don't think Ironhoof Minotaur is going to be putting in any work at all during this fight.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what might? The Thornmail on Argog. A lot of Spinos' damage is physical, so Thornmail is just gonna damage that right back at him, bit like what the Manticores are doing right now.
Yeah, for sure, but that's what Kaar'thul's for. Just get a good Chain Lightning on Argog, and that's gonna be the game.
Yeah, for sure.
If I was a betting man, I'd be putting my money on Spinos right now.
I like it. I'm really excited to see how this game will go.
Me too. The grunts coming down as expected.
Absolutely. Spinos, he
And
knows
we're grabbing
about...
Gold.
Oh, nice. I like that. Spinos knows
That's
about
solid.
action economy by the looks of things. He knows his actions down and he's filling it out with smaller units like the grunts. And Lightning Bolt 3, that's even more point damage. And if he's running out of mana because of that 3 mana Chain Lightning, that's just the thing to use. And the game has started. The players have finished their draft.
Absolutely. And one thing I gotta say is Spinos, power to him. He's sticking 79 gold.
Is he? I did not see that.
He
That
is.
is amazing.
He's rocking 79 gold. He's not afraid. He's like, these are the cards I want. These are all the cards I need. Being 1 gold less than my opponent. All right, let's do it.
Absolutely. And if he has more efficient cards to take and not fill up that last 1 gold, he doesn't need to.
He absolutely doesn't. And while Spinos might be struggling on action economy, he's got a very solid setup around here with hold on, we accidentally clicked end round. Don't worry,
That's okay.
guys, just go to round 8.
We're just gonna stick on a big old dice here.
There we go, that'll do it. And the Goblin Archer coming in to take out the Skorg Hellion.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. 4 gold straight off the field. Although that 3 gold Goblin Archer is going down. It's not doing much. It's pretty huge to take out one of Spinos' cards right now, though. Especially one that can be Battle Furied.
It's not a terrible trade for Spinos, but it's not a good trade either. It's definitely not what you want to see. Going down that 1 extra point of gold right now, that could matter in the long term. Is
Now,
Gravy going to be taking center with his Spike Collar Hound? I'd love to see that.
that would be quite funny. This thing has Counter-Strike, so he would have to put a little bit of effort in to kill that Spike Collar. But no, maybe Argog.
Argog?
Ooh. Argog also
Argog,
has Counter-Strike,
straight
but
from-
Argog is bigger and scarier than a Spike Collar Hound any day of the week.
Yeah, and that Thornmail may just be a problem. But you know what play I'm seeing? There's actually a really funny play here. Spinos can roar Argog to the spot where he's trying to put his Razormane Manticore, and then Chain Lightning 4 on Argog.
I think that would have been a cool play, but if he's moving this Manticore there, then that's just not going to work out for him. Maybe he plans on taunting Argog next round and making him hit the Manticore.
That's
But
exactly
also-
what I expect.
Yeah, also Argog's just in range of a regular old Lightning Bolt because that ability is combinable.
That's true. You know, there's a lot of plays on the table for Spinos, and I don't think moving the Razormane Manticore in to check the Argog was a bad play at all. I just always like to go for the funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good place for the Manticore to be. He's keeping it away from the Hellbears, and he is ready to taunt Argog next round.
Iron Hoof coming in.
Or not.
Iron Hoof not coming in. Goblin Bomb coming in.
Gravy may be saving that Iron Hoof for when it can't be roared away by Spinos' Hellbear.
Yep. Gravy making some very high tier plays right now during the early things of round 1. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a lot of plays that are very passive, that still hold your unit line in place. You know, you don't want to break formation and give your opponent an opening to punish you before you have to. So setup plays and small flanker positioning plays like Gravy just did with that bomb is a very smart strategy.
Yeah, for sure. And it also just wastes a little bit of an action and forces Spinos to move forward a little bit more.
Exactly, which is what Gravy wants right now, especially since he's holding action advantage. Gravy is playing the role of defender very adequately. We're going to see Argog get zapped.
I think that might be the best play right now. There is potential that Troll Doctor... Well, sorry, the Troll Berserker can just run and hit Argog after it's been lightning bolted.
No, he's just going to move Kaar'thul up too?
I think that would be a misplay.
I don't know. I kind of like it. Sets up for a cool chain lightning.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see that next round if it happens.
Yeah, this looks like what Spinos' plan, and I honestly agree with this, is since he's the low action player, he's just doing setups for round 2.
Yeah, and that's the best way to deal with it, I think. Ooh, that Charbelcher there is gonna hurt, though.
That Charbelcher could be a problem.
The Belch ability dealing 3 magic damage to every adjacent unit. That is these 2 Manticores here, and physical damage return will not affect that.
Yeah, that is an issue without a doubt.
But you know what? I think that might be a bit premature with that Charbelcher. You know what Spinos can do? He can move that Troll Berserker next to it, force it to attack the Troll Berserker next round, and it'll take retaliation damage. Then just kill it with the Berserker.
Yeah, he can do that. That might be really good. Well, if he moves up his Troll Berserker right now, Goblin Archer comes in and then Crag Wyvern takes it out. And that's just a dropped Troll Berserker.
Yeah, didn't see the Crag Wyvern up there. That is definitely a potential issue that Spinos is going to have to deal with.
Yeah, that Crag Wyvern's a pretty brutal check on that Troll Berserker. Right now, that Troll Doctor's just not going to be doing anything for Spinos. It's not going to be doing anything at all. Gravy has no reason to start dealing damage until Spinos is completely tapped out. If I was Spinos, what I would do is I'd tap that Troll Doctor right now, just get it over with.
Absolutely. That or the Skorg Sorcerer, which is also not going to have much to do this round.
Absolutely. Well, Skorg Sorcerer could give a unit brutality, as that is a global permanent buff.
Yeah, and that could be pretty huge on something sacrificial like the Grunt.
On the Grunt or the Warg Archer. You know, just move it in at the start of next round. Freeze whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think it could be very powerful.
And for
and
those
it
who
looks
don't
like...
know, brutality means target allied unit gains the next time this unit attacks, exhaust the defender. So when this Warg Archer attacks a unit, it will now exhaust that unit. That could be absolutely huge. So he's done it.
He has. You know, it's always cool to say something in commentary and then watch it happen in real time. Love doing that.
People call it the commentator's curse. I just think we're good at predicting the games.
I call it the commentator's good at the game is what I call it.
Absolutely.
So, honestly, this is looking like maybe a full pass on Spinos' side.
Yeah, that could be super effective. If he can do something crazy with that Skorg Sorcerer, which I think should actually be exhausted right now.
It is. It is exhausted on my screen. It's just one of those funny tabletop glitches.
There we go. I have sorted that out for me.
You just give it a little clicky, and then it's good.
Yeah, that Skorg Sorcerer could definitely do some damage if he gets the first action in the next round, which, to be honest, with the amount of units Gravy has, I don't think Gravy has a choice but to give him first action.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no way around it. Gravy's going to have to give him first action. And, well, so this is something that I've been wanting to talk about in an upcoming video of mine on Legacy's Allure strategy of how to deal if your opponent out-action economies you. And the number one way to deal with it is to set up forks and punishes and traps for the start of the next round, which Spinos is doing very well. So this gives your opponent a handful of bad options. Like, none of their options are good. And option number one is to give you that first action and get punished for it. Or option number two is to skip with all of their units so that they will get to go first, but then they essentially wasted a bunch of gold on cards that just aren't doing anything.
I'm quite worried for this Troll Berserker now. It's looking like it's definitely
it's fine.
in
Troll
danger.
No, Troll Doc.
Right, Troll Doctor.
Or not. That's
Or
fine
not.
too, I guess.
I think it might be gone. I see what he's thinking here. He's protecting it with the Grunt, but I don't think the Grunt's going to protect it that well.
No. This is awful for Spinos. That Crag Wyvern, I think, is going to win Gravy this whole game.
It very well might. There's not even a trade in it if...
Well, not only that, the Crag Wyvern captures the Troll Berserker, and Kaar'thul is under threat.
Yeah, Kaar'thul and the Skorg Sorcerer.
That's really bad.
Losing Kaar'thul could be absolutely devastating for Spinos. There's a lot of gold in that guy. He took Weoxton's Wizard Gear. That's a 7 gold item. I believe we're looking at a 15 gold Kaar'thul.
Yeah, and the Weoxton's Wizard Gear, that's the Spellcaster's Felguard's Battlesuit.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the most expensive items in the game, gives you 3 different buff advantages. Whoa, Gravy!
What?
Does not want a free Troll Berserker.
Well, that Troll Berserker's living until next round. That's crazy.
Wow, is Gravy seeing something that we aren't?
It's very, very possible, but I think that might just be a bad move, to be honest.
That is wild. I mean, Kaar'thul's still under threat from the Wyvern.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, look, there's a reason Gravy's here, and we're not. He's definitely got a plan of some sort. Kaar'thul could absolutely be going down next round, and that could still be a major problem.
He's sniffing something. At this point, Spinos is just tapping out, and he's going to get the go first. Lightning Bolt, Argog, move Kaar'thul back, get him out of that danger. That's how I'd handle it.
Maybe what Gravy's worried about is if he attacks the Troll Berserker, then the Crag Wyvern is just going to get taunted by the Skorg Sorcerer.
It's true. That's possible. That's very possible. Not even possible, probable. But yeah, now Gravy gets to position around. He's just saying, all right, I'm giving up my go first. It's fine. I'm going to get some extra positioning, develop out some of my minor pieces.
Yeah, and I think Argog could be in a lot of trouble now, because one taunt from that Skorg Sorcerer actually kills Argog. Argog attacks the Razormane Manticore, deals 4 damage, but he also takes retaliation damage from the Manticore and physical damage return. That's a total of 7 damage, which will just outright kill Argog.
That's right.
I think that might be the play here. They're making
We'll
sure
have
that
to
Warg Archer still has that buff, because what's nice about the Enrage buff, or the Brutality buff, I think. Yep, Brutality.
It's brutality.
It lasts through rounds. It just waits until you attack.
That it does. Kaar'thul needing to get out of there. Bolt and Jet, my guy. Bolt and Jet. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, and he's
doing it.
That is the right play, absolutely for sure. He's hitting the Hellbear. I like
And
that.
he's bolting the bear. I like it, actually. That's kind of schnasty.
Yeah, bolting the bear is much better than hitting Argog, because the Skorg Sorcerer can already deal with Argog. And
Yep.
hitting the Charbelcher just does nothing, because Charbelcher has magic resist.
Puts, whoa there. So, what's going on, guys? Oh, I see.
There's just some components moving around the board. Looks like the Archer has actually shot the Troll Berserker. Absolutely valid. That Berserker didn't really do anything in the end for Spinos.
Yeah, a big drop there. 7 gold down. Skorg Sorcerer coming in.
Do you think he's seeing the move to hit Argog?
I think Argog's getting smacked.
I would absolutely love to see that play. I think that's the right thing to do. Not sure the Skorg Sorcerer needs to move to do it.
I think Enrage...
Enrage
only has range of 2. He's going to have to...
Yeah.
Yep.
That puts him in range of the Cragwyvern, but I don't think that's so much of a problem.
Oh, value, though. I'd take that trade in a heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that Cragwyvern's in the front lines, then it's just going to be taken. Oh, I like this move.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Respect on that. Keep those mana cores safe. Tapping down the Charbelcher.
Yeah, that is
Argog
such a good
saying,
idea.
maybe I don't want to attack a Razormane Manticore right now.
He is
Another good
in
play.
danger, though, because that Hellbear can deal some serious damage unless the Troll Doctor heals it. Just skipping with the Skorg Sorcerer, absolutely valid.
Yep.
It's not going to do much this turn anyway.
Wait, no.
Oh, no.
Changing his mind.
We're looking at the back. What's going on? Just waiting to see.
Who knows? I certainly don't.
Yeah, I think they're trying to figure out what's the legal action with that Skorg Sorcerer, because it is quite a complicated card. It's absolutely valid.
It is. It very much is. Let me go ahead and check the rules listing on that. I'm looking in the rules questions in case anything pops up. Not seeing anything thus far. Should I go check in with the gentleman
Yeah,
and see what's going on?
check in with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna check in.
We all sorted?
Yeah, we're all sorted. Everybody's good. All they did was read the back of the card and it solved the problem.
Absolutely. That's what's wonderful about this game and the backs of cards.
Yep. That is the #1 thing that I gotta say about Legacy's Allure that I like. Every single card has a comprehensive Q&A for itself on its own card back. absolutely great. And that is a free Heckin' Heck Bear.
Had that Hellbear taken damage?
Oh, yeah, it took 3 whole damage.
Oh,
Did you not remember the massive lightning bolt to the face?
Right, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that is just a free Hellbear for Spinos. That's huge.
That's a big play. Spinos not out of this yet, but looking much better.
Yeah.
Troll Dock on the Warg Archer, maybe?
Yeah, that could help. That would save it. I think that might be the best play for now, because that Crag Wyvern is definitely presenting a threat. He also might want to get that...
Crag Wyvern's going to be MVP this game.
Yeah, it could be huge. I also think that Manticore might need to move out of the way, because currently it's got 2 bombs threatening it here and here. And also the Hellbear. It's quite in danger.
Yeah. That's tough. We'll have to find out what Spinos chooses to do here. Again, Spinos, really a calm, collected player, understands that he has a full 25 minutes on his clock, and he is going to use every second of it.
Spinos has absolutely made some of the right decisions, and just using his time wisely like that has helped him for sure. Seeing that move with exhausting the Charbelcher, even we didn't see it, and I think it's really good.
The other thing that I feel like I need to bring up, as I always do, is that unlike a lot of other games, this is not a game of capture the king. It's not a game of wipe out the opponent. It is a game of capture that center hex, king of the hill style. Spinos, even though he is currently a little bit down on gold and value, as long as he can make it to round 7 and hold center, he can still win this game. It is very much anyone's chance to win. Anybody could win this at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm confident in saying that.
And we know by now, Spinos has got so many tricks up his sleeve. He could do absolutely anything. I'm not sure what this Manticore's getting this exhaust buff for, but I guess he's going to defend with against the Crag Wyvern. He's got a plan.
Gonna be real? I'm feeling it. Gravy, I don't know, man. Really healing off the card with regen seems dicey.
Yeah.
Wyvern coming in, and yep, Razormane Manticore can just smack back.
Yeah, I mean, even better, Kaar'thul could just kill it.
Ooh, yeah.
Doesn't even need to spend any mana on it. Can just use his regular attack, 2 range, 1 power. Shoot it,
Bombing
and
the
it's gone.
Manticore. With the bomb on the Manticore, it's Troll Dock time.
Yeah, I think the Manticore might have done better to move first, to be honest.
I think so, but you know what? I'm not complaining. Players really figuring out what they're doing now, picking up the pace.
Yeah, I think they just saw that Skorg Sorcerer should have actually been exhausted. So that was a slight error, but it's fine.
It was exhausted on my screen the whole time.
Oh, okay, that's really interesting.
That's wild. It seems like your side of the screen has problems with exhausting.
That's okay, it's only the Skorg Sorcerer that's a bit whack. Gravy, is he full passing to go first?
He's full skip to go first.
You know what? I like it.
That means Kaar'thul's done! It's over!
Oh, that's rough.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if Spinos can recover from this one. This is a devastating blow, ladies and gentlemen.
That is absolutely huge for Gravy. Although Argog could be going down. Yep, he's seen it, and he's doing it. Taunting Argog into the Manticore. I love this move. Just instantly dealing with Argog. It's such a great way to do it.
That's the power play.
Pieces are being taken left and right there. We weren't even focusing on the right side of the board. That Hellbear is just gone.
And it's Spinos down to essentially 4 pieces on the board.
It's looking pretty rough.
Oh my goodness.
But as you said, that Crag Wyvern was absolutely the MVP of this game.
It was. And Dex, I'm glad I'm not a gambling man, I'll tell you that much. Because I said if I was a gambling man, I'd put my money on Spine.
3 damage
Feeling
on
very
the Razor
fortunate.
Main. That's absolutely useful here.
And Spinos has virtually no way to check that Charbelcher.
It's looking like Gravy's game to me now with that Minotaur and the Hellbear and the Charbelcher on the board. But we'll see if Spinos can bring it back, because we all know this guy gets up to some absolutely mad tricks.
That's true. He's been making plays I've not seen coming. Grunt's gone down.
Yeah.
Razor Main to center. Razor Main with the Enrage. Razor Main with the Brutality buff to center might just save the day.
I'm not sure center's the best place for it. That Hellbear could just attack it and kill it.
No, that's a good point. But Spinos is going to have to go to that center sooner or later if he's going to have any chance of turning this around. My thought is that if Gravy gets that Charbelcher onto that capture point, I think it's over.
Yeah, it could be absolutely huge. That Charbelcher just has too much health.
And the fact that it deals magic damage means that those Razor Mains do not have an effective way to close in the gap. It's all on Spinos. Where does he want that Razor Main?
Again, Spinos taking time to think out his move. He doesn't want to move it, though.
Skip. He's going to skip.
Oh,
I like it.
Gravy is
Hellbear
taking
coming
full
in for a roar.
advantage. Oh, that could be absolutely huge for Gravy, just being right up in there with the imbued units.
Yep. Surrounding the remains of Kaar'thul's forces.
Building a massive wall of just absolute health.
Health and Hellfire. Spinos taking first. He still has his Razor Main with the buff. Brutality's still active. He's going to deal damage to the Charbelcher and take some back. But that means that Razor Main's going down. No, the other one is from the Hellbear. And that last Razor Main, I think, can just get picked off by Gravy's remaining.
I think that's the right move, taking it with the Hellbear. It's the most important thing to do.
I agree. Troll Doctor trying to keep it alive. Keeping the dream alive. Gravy closing out the Sorcerer with the Flanker. Flanker
Yeah,
showing what it's
down
to do.
one unit at a time is absolutely useful.
Just keep closing in the jaws of defeat. Archer coming in, dealing a chip damage. Iron Hoof capturing mid. Doctor is going to bring the Charbelcher back to full health with that regen. And we're going into round 5. All right, we're going to see what we can do here. Manticore getting closed out by the Charbelcher, and that is game. The remaining units.
GG. Well played, Gravy.
Well,
he's once again showing he is the absolute boss of this game. That man just knows what to do with his Gath units.
Not only well played to Gravy, but a fantastic hard-fought battle by Spinos. Keep in mind, Gravy is an old-school playtester of Legacy's Allure, been playing for ages, and this is Spinos' first tournament, if I understand correctly. And he made it all the way to Grand Finals. That is nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely, and well done to him. He's done a great job. 3-1 in a tournament is absolutely insane. I think this is even his first tournament. He's done a fantastic job, better than even I did. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Our Kickstarter is currently live. If you want to get a hold of this game, you can go check the link in the description, or you can join our Discord to be part of one of these tournaments, and maybe you'll get featured in a video if you're in the finals.
Yep, we'll see you then.
Absolutely.
I've been Speed
much.
Robo.
And I've been
And
Dex.
this is Dex.
See you around.
We'll see you later.